That's correct, my lord.
What is correct?
I was intending to bring an
You were?
application. To bring an application, my
You
lord.
intend doing so?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Where are you going to get that clip?
May I be given an opportunity to consult with my colleagues because it has been discussed. So the source of that document or that tape.
So
I
must
need
get
to-
out again.
No. It's
Oh,
something
okay.
that we can get
Oh,
during the
you've
course.
discussed it.
Yes,
You are adamant that you want to bring that application.
that's correct.
Okay, fine. I will grant it. I will tell you. You know my views, ne?
Yes,
That those proceedings. I've got an authority here. Maybe you must read it. But it doesn't stop you from bringing the application. Are you with me?
I'm with you, madam.
Because I still have to adjudicate all the submissions you made pertaining to the trial within a trial.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, if you are of the view that that application of the clip and the viewing or the reviewing thereof in an open court will assist your client in the rebuttal of the allegations, not the submission by the state that the confessions were made freely and voluntarily. If it's going to assist you,
That's
I must accord you the opportunity to call whatever evidence.
That's correct, madam.
And subsequently, I have to review whatever evidence is before me when I'm coming to decide on that issue, whether the confessions were made freely or voluntarily or
The
not.
court pleases.
Okay?
That's correct, madam.
And as we all know, a ruling can be, hello?
Yes, madam.
A ruling can be reversed.
Yes.
When the court hears evidence which is contrary to the ruling being lawful, which the court has made, that court or this court can revoke that ruling so that there is no prejudice.
Court
The
pleases.
problem comes when I say you mustn't bring the application. So I mustn't be understood that you mustn't bring. You are entitled to bring it if you want to. And
Court
the
pleases.
other fact you must reconcile yourself with are proceedings which are recorded through the devices in court. Are those court records? Is that a court record? Are you with me?
That's correct. I'm with you, madam.
Yeah. It's different when you take a court document, like you were doing with Mr. Ginanda yesterday, and you say page 27, line 7, paragraph what. That is a court record.
That's correct.
However, that screen which records the proceedings can be categorized
Yes,
as forming part of a court record. You must also prepare a submission for me on that. But you can use it. Okay?
court pleases, madam.
Anybody who wants to add anything to what I've said?
No, my lord. No submission.
Mr. Mnisi?
With none as well, madam.
Yeah, just on record, who is going to stand up for Mr. Ngumalo?
My lord, I confirm that Mr. Numalo requested me to stand in for him.
Yeah, fine, okay. Yeah, he did approach me in chambers and said, today there's a court in Pietermaritzburg. In the High Court, they've issued an order that he should appear there. That's why he won't be present here. But he told me that he has spoken to one of his colleagues to stand in his stead, and on Friday he'll be present. Okay, so you can continue, sir.
Because inkantolo beyibuza ukuthi ummeli wakho Ntanzi ufuna ukufaka lesicelo na sokuthi lo yamfanekiso ubonakaliswe loyana lo uphakamisa isandla uthi awufuni lo yammeli loyana manje ummeli wakho uthi yebo uzimisela ukuthi angafaka leso sicelo because inkantolo beyilibele imexwayisa futhi imbonisa nezinye izinto zomthetho kodwa ithi akunankinga uma ingabe ummeli wakho efuna ukufaka leso sicelo nangokho lezo zinto lo mfanekiso loyo kuwumfanekiso na oyikuthi ungasetshenziswa la enkantolo njengezinto ezenzakele la enkantolo ngokomthetho ama-records womthetho njengoba kungasi inkantolo ekuthi ikhiphe ukuthi kube namakhemera ukuthi akhona ngenxa yokuthi leli cala kuyicala elisesimeni esifana naleli manje ke inkosi yenkantolo beyimbonisa ukuthi okunye izinto ekuthi bekangazigwema kodwa uma engabe angafuna ukuthi afake leso sicelo kulungile angasifaka leso sicelo ayimvimbi inkantolo.
Okay, yes, Mr. Mgomezulu.
Thank you. Mr. Kininda,
You're still under oath, eh? I mean, you know that.
Yes, thank you, my lord.
But the SCA doesn't know that.
I know, my lord.
Okay. Yes, sir.
thank you, Manoj. Relating to the AVL system that was presented in court as evidence by Mr. Dupreez, I'm not going to, I'll not go through all the stops or all the places where that vehicle was driven by Sergeant Mkhane, but there are certain spots or places where they are relevant insofar as the version of accused number 2. All right. Firstly, it has been placed on record during cross-examination that on the 18th, a motor vehicle stopped at an engine garage in Albertine. And according to the version of accused number 2, his instruction was that after they went to Carltonville, or to the place where he's working, Mr. Mkhane and Sergeant Mabena were driving a Toyota Fortuner, and he saw a board reflecting Albertine next to that engine garage. That's where they stopped. So I'm putting to you that that version of accused number 2 has been confirmed by the AVL of the 18th. Can you dispute it?
No, I can't dispute it. I can't dispute that, my lord, because I was not there. I was not driving with the accused.
Okay.
Umangalelo wesibini yena uthe ngalesikhathi bekade kushayelwa imoto eya lapha emsebenzini yena ithema kulebele kuhanjwa uye wabona iboard ebhalwe Albertine kula ukuthi imoto iye yamanga khona manje ungakwazi ukuphika lokho na ukuthi cha ngoba bengingekho ngeke ngikwazi ukuphika lokho.
So that's why he alleged that he was assaulted next to that engine garage, and most of the witnesses obviously denied that. And at that garage,
All the witnesses denied that.
all the witnesses,
Because when you say most of them, it means some others didn't deny
all
it.
the witnesses denied that. Thereafter, he he said when they stopped at that garage, they were joined by Jonathan, Mapumolo and Buthelezi, where the assault took place. After that, they traveled. On that night, they went to, because he was taken to another motor vehicle that was driven by Jonathan. They went to a place next to or near a dumping area. That's when you feature in, where you arrived with Sergeant Mukhola and another male person who was wearing braces.
Excuse me, my lord, what time was this, if I can just
On the
get it?
18th, in the evening of the 18th of April.
No, but that's not true, my lord. As I said, I met the accused in Carltonville, followed the alibi, found to be false. We parted ways. I've never seen him again until I met him on the 19th at Booking Police Station. So I never had any encounter.
Sorry to interject. Mr. Mgomezulu's question relates to the 18th. When
Yes.
first, in other words, if you want to respond,
Yes.
when first did you meet that person? Because it has been put to you that actually you did meet him on the 18th in the evening. That's the assertion.
Yes, my lord. That's what I'm saying, my lord, that I did meet him on the 18th at Carltonville mine. This is
Okay.
where we're following the alibi that says he was
Okay.
at work and found to be false. Subsequent to that meeting and the admissions, or rather utterances that he's willing to make a confessions, I left with Sergeant Mohola. That is now from Carltonville. I never saw him again. I never traveled together with him and Sergeant Mohane. We went our separate ways. I went to the provincial office, sorry, my national office, took my car and went home, and only met him the following day in the evening. This is after his court appearances as Bouquet. So on the 18th, my lord, I only met him in Carltonville to follow up on the first false alibi. Thereafter, we parted ways. I was never in Albertine, my lord, with him.
Ummeli kaMmangalelo wesibini uthi uMmangalelo wesibini uthi yena ithema ngale ngase Albertine eno Sergeant Mokola yena noMabhena kulayi ukuthi kuye kwafika uJonathan uButhelezi nomunye futhi kulayi ukuthi bona mabafika kuye kwaqhutshekwa ukuthi ashawe wasuswa wafakwa kwenye imoto le ebekade kuhamba abo Jonathan ngayo wayisiwa kwenye indawo ethize nalapho kulayi ukuthi ubrigadier uye wafika ehamba no Sergeant Mukhula. Sergeant ubrigadier uyala uthi cha mina uMmangalelo wesibini ngiqale ukumbona eCarltonville njengoba besiya siyophenya le yandaba yasemsebenzini njengoba bekathi bekasemsebenzini. Ukusuka lapho angizange ngimbone ngoba ithema ngisuka eCarltonville ngengaya emsebenzini ngathatha imoto yami ngahamba ngaye ekhaya ngazohlangana naye kusasa uma sisephukeni. Angizange mina ngibe naye uMmangalelwa ebusuku kule ndawo le ayichaza.
Sorry. And furthermore, my lord, that's why I said, and I've testified about this area, that for me, based on the OPs that were collected of his detention on that very same day, my lord, there was no indication that he was assaulted, because I had the privilege of organizing the OPs. Subsequent to the mechanical fault that I was reported by Sergeant Mohane, that was reported to me by Sergeant Mohane, I do know that subsequently was was booked, he was taken through the OP registers in the morning hours of the 19th, booked out for court proceedings on the 19th. Nowhere does it reflect at any stage that he was assaulted when he was there.
Futhi
Okay, yeah.
futhi ke uMmangalelwa mina uma ngibuka konke la kubhalwe khona akukho la ukuthi kuye kwabhalwa ukuthi uMmangalelwa ungene eshayiwe noma ekhishwa eshayiwe estokisini, ngoba uma ngisuka mina uma ngiyobuka nazo lezo incwadi ezibhaliwe azikho la zibonakalisayo ukuthi nangu uMmangalelwa makangena epolice station ethize unezimpawu zokuthi ushayiwe noma uthe ushayiwe, akukho la kuchaza khona.
Sorry, Mr. Mgomezelo, for clarity, the court's clarification. You're putting it to Brigadier Gnenda that at the dumping area he was there,
That's correct. ma'am.
and he came with Mahole,
Yes.
the lady,
Yes.
Sergeant
Sergeant Mohola.
Mahole.
That's correct.
And you say your client was assaulted there.
That's correct.
Now, Mahole too, being a woman, assaulted, because you say he was assaulted there. You didn't differentiate whether Mahole being a woman didn't assault or what. So I take it when you say he was assaulted by all the police there, you include Mahole.
My lord, on record, I've put that he was assaulted by Jonathan, Mabhena, Buthelezi.
Yes.
And on the arrival of Brigadier Gnenda with Sergeant Mohola and the man with the braces,
Yes.
and Sergeant Mohane now was not participating in
Yeah,
the...
Mahane, you say he just looked,
Yes,
but you never dealt with Mahole.
never.
That's what I want to know.
Yes. The only version I got in relation to Mohola assaulting was from accused number 1, that she participated in the assault of accused number 1. That's the instruction I got from accused number 1.
And then the man with braces,
Now,
He did nothing.
He did not.
He just played with his braces.
I beg your pardon?
He just played with his braces.
No, I can't say that.
Because you say he was there also.
Maybe he was accompanying
No. I want
don't even know him.
to get your client's version so that
Yes.
I mustn't be confused.
Yes,
Because the police and the SWAT team,
yes,
you are saying they assaulted your client.
that's correct.
Right.
As they were mentioned,
Yes,
Jonathan,
Okay, fine.
Mabena, and Butelis.
Okay, fine. Okay,
Yes.
thanks.
manje mawuthi ummangalelo wesibini ushayiwe kuleya ndawo la kulahlwa khona izibi ubrigadier uma ke fika nalensizwa le enye no sergeant Mokhona nabo bafike bamshaya na no sergeant Mokhona lo wesifazana washaya na ummangalelo wesibini uthi cha ngithe uJonathan uMabena uMaphumulo yibona ukuthi baye bashaya ummangalelo wesibini eyokushaywa kwakamangal eyokushaya umhula la ashaye umuntu khona kulama kashaya ummangalelo wokuqala akusukuthi ngommangalelo wesibini uye wamshaya nakho.
Okay.
My Lord, no, I denied it. It's not true. As I said, I was not there. If I was in the vicinity or company of accused number 2, I would have recorded, as I did when we followed the alibi. There's no reason for me not to mention that I'm with him. And secondly, there is no way I would have allowed, as an officer, because then I was a colonel, I was a full colonel, I would have allowed junior members to embark on such atrocious acts. There is no way, there is no purpose, there was no benefit in that. I warned the accused according to his rights. He voluntarily and freely told me that he's prepared to make a confession. What would be the purpose of the assault, my lord? But I wasn't there. The only thing that I was told about was that there was a car, there was a mechanical issues with the vehicle, and subsequently then they made it back to the police station. So I deny that I was there and witnessed any assault.
Manje ke ubrigadier uthi le ndaba yokushawa kukamshawa uthi yena bengeke avume ukuthi umsolwa ashawe ngenxa yokuthi ngaleso sikhathi bekuKenneth bekanamandla wokuthi avimbe noma akhuze abantu abashaya umuntu oyikuthi yena ngokwakhe uyasho ukuthi ufuna ukugonyuluka ufuna ukuchaza ukuthi kwenzakele futhi yena njengomphathi wabo bengeke abavumele ukuthi bashaye ummangalelwa noma umsolwa yena ekhona bekungena sizathu bekungenanto ebazoyizuza uma beshaya umuntu isikhulukazi yena ngokwakhe uma eyena athi uyafisa ukuthi akhulume axoxe ukuthi kwenzakele.
If we proceed to the following day, the 19th, at Pretoria North, and few minutes and few hours, he was booked out again. And that's when he was told that he was going to appear in Vosloorus. Suddenly, according to him, he saw himself in Soweto. He's not familiar with Soweto, but what is important about what his version is that he did not sign any document, maybe could be purported to be a confession, in the morning of the 19th of June 2020.
My lord, what I know, there was an understanding between myself and accused 2 on the 19th that he is freely and voluntarily willing to make a confession to an independent officer. Subsequent to that, arrangements were made for such a confession to be taken, and indeed it was taken. The document I received from Lieutenant Colonel Rappard, I think a day or so or after, in his office in Ennerdale, was signed on the portion where accused 2, or rather a deponent or a suspect is supposed to be signing. It was signed, my lord. And I didn't get any indication, as I've said, even when I met him later on that day, on the 19th, because the confession was concluded just before midday. When I met him later in Puking at the police station, there was no indication, my lord, that he's got complaints. But subsequent to that, my lord, even in Puking, he was detained there when the ammunition was found, and then booked out again to Primrose police station. Nowhere does it reflect even there, my lord, that it's at any stage he complained of assault or any assault were detected, my lord.
Manje ke ungo ntathakusa imizuzu emashumi amathathu vakwehora lesibini. Ummangalelwa wesibini yena uye wathathwa wafakwa estokisini, bamkhipha ngemva kwesikhashanyana amahora ambalwa, yena wazibeka isuka eFosloras, kodwa ugcine sekazibona eSoweto, le ukuthi akayazi iSoweto ummangalelwa wesibini nge-19 zika June 2020, bese kulayi ukuthi ugcine sekazohlangana noma sekabonana nobrigadier. Uyaphika ubrigadier uthi cha, lokho mina angikwazi, engikwaziyo nje ukuthi ummangalelwa yena ngokwakhe uye wathi uyafisa ukuthi akhulume ukuthi kwenzakeleni, ingakho egcine sekuthi uyisiwa khona eSoweto ukuze ayokhuluma khona lapho. Mina ke ngubrigadier ngathola lawo maphepha abekade ummangalelwa asayinile kuwo, la kusayina khona umuntu mayeqeda ukukhuluma istatement esifana naleso. Bese ke mina ngiye ngahlangana naye, sengihlangana naye futhi ePhukeni, wagcinwa khona lapho estokisini ePhukeni, mina nommangalelwa besilibele sihlangana khona nala sihlangene khona ePhukeni. Akazange ummangalelwa angitshele noma angazise ukuthi unesikhalazo esithize ngento eyenzakele kuye, yena ummangalelwa zange angitshele lokho.
Brigadier, I appreciate the fact that there's so much that you want to explain, but I'll ask you to at least give me an answer according to the question that I'm asking, and because the reason is because I'm following the instruction as it is, because I'm not in Bukeng as yet, I'm still at Moroka police station. Then my instruction and the questions that I need to put across to you, they must make such a relevant sequence, because what I want to, when I'm asking you, the version that I'm putting across to you, it must be confirmed by the AVL system. That's why I'm taking two things in one time, so that we can have a smooth.
My Lord, I understand it, but my explanation, in other words, I do give an answer, and then I give an explanation in relation to the specific day council is referring to. So it's not that I'm giving answers that are haphazard. So I will say, for example, on the 18th, this is not correct. When I refer to the OBs, I'm referring to the OBs of the 18th. Now on the 19th, I've referred to the 19th, and I've referred to the occurrence book of the 19th in Bukeng, and subsequently when he was moved to Primrose, because it's relevant to the question that I'm being asked, my Lord.
Uthumeli ucela ukuthi ubrigadier aphendule lokho ambuza bona, uyazwisisa futhi uyajabula nokuthi kunezinye azigcwaliselayo, kodwa ucela ukuthi aphendule lokho ambuza bona ngenxa yokuthi usahamba ngendlela ethize ukuthi ucebiswe ummangalelwa ukuthi abuze kanjena nakanjena azilandelelane. Manje ubrigadier uthi uma ngiphendula bese ngiyagcwalisela kuzo lezo zinto zangalo lolanga ongibuza ngalo, akusukuthi ngikhuluma ngezinto zelanga elithize ngombuzo othize. Ngiphendula ngigcwalise kulezi zinto ukuthi usakhuluma ngazo ezihambelanayo nawo lo mbuzo owubuza.
For instance, accused number 2 confirmed that he was transported from Pretoria to Moroka, although he didn't know that he was at Moroka, and that was also confirmed by the AVL. After Moroka, he was transported to Fosloras court, and that is also confirmed by the AVL. This is what I'm putting across to you so that we flow with the...
No, I agree, my Lord. And the AVL records, I seem to recall that they reflect such, that he went to Moroka and went to, subsequent to that, then he went to Fosloras Magistrate Court, my Lord. We agree.
Mangalelo wesibini yena uthe ususwe esiphoyiseni sase Pretoria wayisiwa eMoroka, nangokho wayekade engazi ukuthi kuseSoweto kuseMoroka, kodwa uyisiwe khona kusuka lapho wayisiwa eFosloras enkantolo. Uthi yebo ubrigadier uyavuma njengoba neAVL ichaza isho kanjalo.
And it is further my instruction that at Fosloras he did not confirm, he did not appear in court. That has been confirmed by Sergeant Mkhani to say he did not appear in court, but because the matter was not placed on the roll. Soon thereafter, they traveled. When they traveled, he saw a boat bearing Albertine. This is the second time he saw the boat reflecting the name Albertine. That is also confirmed in terms of what he explained by the AVL. Because according to the AVL, they drove from First Laura's Court, joined N3 and off-ramp at Hatleybeck Road. They joined Hatleybeck Road.
My Lord, as I said, I was not there. I was not traveling with him, so I'm not sure how can I assist counsel on that.
Manje ke ithema kusukwa ke enkantolo yase Phosphorus kulayo ukuthi uthi umangalelwa uye manje sekuyihlandla lesibini ebona ibhodi ebekade ibhalwe Albertine naye ukuthi iyavune AVL nayo ivumelana nayo uthi ubrigadier bengingekho ngeke ngikwazi ukuvuma noma ukuphika lokho.
So when they joined Hatleybeck Road, there were stops at that road. There was a stop at Hatleybeck Road. And they were driving towards, after that stop, they were driving towards New Market in Albertine. And that has been confirmed by the AVL. And where they stopped, he said it was near a dumping area where he was assaulted.
My Lord, like I said, I was not there really. I really don't know. I'm not shying away with the answer, but I was not traveling with them.
Semani qhezuka ke kumgwaqo uHatleybeck nina niyenaya kwindawo ebizwa iNew Market. Kunendawo nalapho eyikuthi niyenaya khona endaweni yeni. Did you say a dumping or
Next to a dumping area.
next to a dumping area niyenaya ngaseduze kwendawo la kulahlwa khona izibi kulayi ukuthi nakhona uye washawa uthi ubrigadier inkosi yenkantolo bengingekho angeke ngikwazi ukusho ukuthi ngiphendule kanjani ngoba ngangikade ngekho la.
What I do know, my Lord, is that on the 19th, as I indicated, when I met him at Bukeng police station, the very same day, because subsequent to all these activities of going to Morocco, because that's what I recall, that I was told something was forgotten in Morocco police station. Then we met in Bukeng police, SAPS. I did not see any visible injuries on accused 2. I did not get an indication that he was assaulted. Even the occurrence book at that station when he was detained does not reflect such, my Lord.
Futhi ke inkosi yenkantolo uma ngiqhubeka ngalo lelo langa lange-18 njengoba bekade 19 ngelanga le-19 njengoba ummangalelo wayekade ebuya eMoroka kuyiwa eFosloras mina uma kuyohlangana naye ephukeni akukho la kubhalwe khona ukuthi ummangalelwa ushayiwe futhi akukho nala ngimbone khona nami uma ngifika ngihlangana naye la ngimbone ukuthi ubekade eshayiwe noma enezimpawu zokushaywa noma yena angitshela ukuthi ushayiwe ngalo lelo suku angizange ngibuze lokho.
At the stop that he talks about is also shown in the AVL and bears the street name Ring Road. After that he was taken to, that's when they went to Soweto. That's according to his version. From Albertine, they drove to to Soweto with Sergeant Mabena and Constable Mabena and Sergeant entering Chris Hani Baragwana Hospital, where for the first time he saw Colonel Rappard, but he didn't know that it was Colonel Rappard. They entered the premises, that's when joined them. Where they stopped, according to his version, they stopped at a place next to. He was assaulted up to the time when you arrived on that night with Sergeant Mkhola and that male person with the braces. That's when you were driving a white BMW, you said BMW, and you took out some document wherein you told him that he must sign here, otherwise they'll proceed with what they were doing.
Yeah. So, my lord, but that's not true, my lord. After the court proceedings, after accused 2 was not enrolled, what I recall, and I recall this on what is documented in the AVL. I might not be precise with everything. I'm not sure about the stops of Alberton, but subsequent to the Sergeant Mokhane leaving East Rand, he went to Moroka. From Moroka, the AVL shows, my lord, in that afternoon that he drove towards Pretoria, taking, I think it's the N4 to the Northwest Province. Nowhere did that vehicle drive back to Baragwanath Hospital and stop. The AVL record shows that. Nowhere does that vehicle from Moroka goes to a place with the ATM dumping site. That is not correct. And at no stage when the vehicle went to Northwest did it go back to that area, because when I left my office, I went to meet them at Pukeng SAPS, and the AVL shows such, my lord. From Moroka, it goes towards Pretoria, and that's where I met them. So that part of the vehicle or them going to Moroka, it's not correct because it's not supported by AVL. But secondly, I never went to meet them at an area that dumps ATM, and I did indicate, my lord, that I've never really, because ATMs are regulated, I've never seen a site, even up to today, where they dump ATMs. I don't think you can actually do that.
No, maybe got it wrong.
Ubrigadire uyala lolu daba lwakho lokuthi nisukile laphaya nazodlula nibuyela eRoka bese nibuya ePretoria niye ePhukeni, uthi cha lokho akakwazi, futhi uthi kusukela ngalesikhathi eqala ukusebenza kufikela namanje akaze yena wabona indawo la ukuthi kulahlwa khona ama-ATM, uthi ngoba ama-ATM anemithetho ethize. Nalento yokuthi ufike wahlala phezu kwemoto iBMW wakhipha amaphepha wathi wena usayine noma labantu abazoqhubeka ngento bebalibeli bayenza kuwe, uthi nayo cha, akusiqiniso, akayazi leyo nto leyo, ayizange iyenzakale yena ekhona. Into ayikhumbulayo uthi kusuke Soweto imoto yahamba yabuyela ePretoria yathatha umgwaqo uN4 yaya ke eNorthwest, kulayi ukuthi naye ngewahlangana nawe khona lapha ePhukeni.
And lastly, my lord, on that aspect, I did indicate that when I spoke to Colonel Rapado, requested him to assist me with the taking of the confession of accused 2. It was a person that I've never met in my whole life, so I did not even know how it looks like. It was just, one was going through the standby list at the provincial office of officers that were available that one can ask. Subsequent to that, I only met him a day or 2 days later in Ennerdale police station for the first time, and that is where the exchanging of documents took place. In other words, where he gave me the confession in hand. That was not on the 19th, my lord.
Futhi yena ubeka qala ukuhlangana noKolonel Rapado ngalesikhathi ethatha istatement ebeseni sigcwalisile wena noKolonel Rapado echaza ukuthi wena wabona uRapado ngaphambi kokuthi yena mbona akaze abone uRapado ngaphambi kokuthi athole lesa statement. Yena uye wabheka nje incwadi ukuthi abobana abantu abakhona abangasiza kwi-province ukwenza i-document ezinjalo, ingakho ke ugcine sekuthi uthola uRapado and the accused is raising his hand, my lord.
May I approach the
Yes.
officer? Thank you. So, Brigadier Kininda, I just want to correct you. I didn't say it's a place where they are dumping the ATMs. Maybe you heard me wrong. I said it's a place next to the ATMs that are no longer functioning, according to the version of accused number 2. That's where he was forced to sign documents that you took out from the vehicle and gave them to Colonel Rapad. Then he was forced to sign those documents. He did not make any statement. The statement was already made, but forced to sign it. After signing the statement, there was a thumbprint, a stamp for the thumbs to be printed on the papers. So that stamp, so other pages were not stamped. And according to him, that's what he had, that certain pages were not stamped, which were eventually stamped at Morocco, at that police station where he was taken to.
My Lord, I still go back to the fact that on the 19th, after the court proceedings, the vehicle went to Morocco, because it boils down to that. From Morocco, Victoria, and Northwest, nowhere did it go. It's the AVL. The records are available, and we gave the defense. It doesn't, after the court proceedings, which ended around 1400 hours, I think around there, there is nowhere, if one looks at those AVL records, where that vehicle from Morocco police station goes back to Paraguanat and goes in there and then goes to a place where machines are not functioning. Because even if we take it on that context, my Lord, that the machines, ATM machines that are functioning, I've never seen that. When those things are removed by specialists, they dispose of them, I think secretly, because obviously there's financial issues involved. I've never seen a site in Soweto. I grew up in Soweto. I've never seen a site in Soweto where ATMs are just stored there because they're not functioning. So that version is not true, my Lord.
Ubrigadier uthi akulona iqiniso lolu daba lwendaba le yama ATM. Uthi ukhulele eSoweto. Akaze wayibona indawo la kubekwa khona noma la kulahlwa ama ATM angasasebenzi. Uthi uyacabanga ukuthi ama ATM masisiwa angasasebenzi kunendawo la ukuthi ayisuka khona mhlawumbe ayo hlakazwa khona noma kwenziwe ngawo ngenxa yokuthi asebenza ngemali. Ayikho indawo la kulahlwa noma kubekwa ama ATM eSoweto. Into ayaziyo ukuthi imoto ngaleli langa isuke eMoroka yaya ePretoria yaya eNorthwest. Kula ukuthi imoto ihambe khona uthi naye uyazi lokho ukuthi imoto ihambe lapho. Ayikho indaba leyo ukuthi imoto yeyaya kule ndawo la uthi kubekwa ama ATM angasasebenzi. Uyakuphika lokho.
And it's my instruction that when he was transported to Bukeng, you did not meet them in Bukeng. You were traveling with them with your own motor vehicle. You were following each other. You were traveling together with, actually you were following each other until to the place where you resided.
No, that's not true, my Lord. I met them at Bukeng police station, and the AVL shows that that vehicle, the one with the AVL, stopped at Bukeng police station. It was my instruction to Sergeant Mukhane that they must drive there and I will meet them. When I arrived, we identified ourselves, followed the procedures of indicating that we are there on investigation, requested the local vehicle to take us, the sector vehicle, to the address that accused 2 was taking us to. So that's not correct. I was not traveling with them, my Lord. If I was following them, why would I keep that away? It's insignificant. I was not there. I met them at Bukeng police station, my Lord.
Ubrigadier uyaphika futhi njengoba usho utshela ummeli wakho Ntanzi ukuthi nihlange benilandelelana bebanilandelela yena ngemoto yakhe emuva kwale ebenina nihamba ngayo uthi cha akukho njalo. Yena watshela uSergeant Mukhane ukuthi ayifikele epolice station yase Bukeng uzohlangana nabo lapho. Bafike bahlangana lapho bazazisa kumaphoyisa wase Bukeng. Maqedwa kwakhishwa imoto yase Bukeng ibekade ihamba nabo yini iya kule ndawo la bekade uhlala khona.
Again, we entered his premises, ammunition was found, he was taken to Booking police station. Those things are things that he never disputed. But things that are relating to his assault, relating to the docket 636. No, you understand the vision. Sometimes if I did not say to this time. The point that I'm driving to is the one who was taken to Primrose. You also came in Primrose, you met him there. I think the 20th up to the date, on the 20th he met you there. That's when, on that day, you apologized to him. You apologized to Mr. Ntanzi for having been assaulted, and that's when you made a promise to him that you can offer. May I just confirm that
Hello?
May I just confirm with the accused how much was it offered?
I see. Very well.
So the point of correction is that you arrived at Pretoria police station. It was on Sunday, a day before he was taken to the dentist, because he was taken to the dentist on the 22nd of June. But you requested him to work with you, to cooperate, and that's why you offered him 3 million. You offered him 3 million as long as...
Yeah, I've heard it, my lord. This is the first. I mean, I've heard versions. I'm shocked. Anyway, my lord, that is...
But about the amount of...
about the
or
amount,
bribe?
the bribe, that actually the police are bribing accused or suspects. I've never heard. It's the first time where the state, or rather the police officers, are offering accused persons or suspects 3 million. I've never heard it. It's the first time. But I must say, my lord, it's absolutely not true. It's a lie. I'll put it in that strong context. It's absolute lies. There's no budget, my lord, that I have even to make such an offer. I didn't have a budget of 3 million for the unit during that time. I didn't have that budget. Let's just start there. I don't have it, my lord. Now, and I don't know even if it was available, my lord, why would I do that? The accused cooperated with me on the 18th. He told me that he's willing to make a statement freely and voluntarily. Subsequent to that, on the 19th in the morning, he made a confession The confession was made in the morning of the 19th. What is the point of going to him on the 21st and offer him whatever promises? There was no promises made.
I see. So you're saying, by the way, the confession was made on the 19th?
It was made on the 19th.
Yes. Okay.
So on the 21st, which is being put now to me, my lord, the confession was made. I met the accused and discussed the issues of the confession with him on the 18th. 19th it gets made. We meet again on the 19th in the evening in Pukeng. Then he gets taken to Primrose Police Station. From then, my lord, I never met him. That is now from the 28th in the morning hours until I met him on the 22nd. I didn't meet him on the 21st. I was not the IO. Sergeant Mukhane was the one dealing with him. And there was no such offers. First, we don't, like I said, my lord, my unit that time in 2020 did not have that budget that I could give. You account as a state, but that's why I said I'm shocked, my lord. I'm out of words. Why would you offer an accused person, a suspect, money to do what, my lord? He gave a version in the form of a confession. I followed it to corroborate it, and subsequent to that presented the evidence to the DPP. There was nothing malicious. It was based on the evidence that we had found, my lord, that led to this matter starting.
Ukuya ngobrigadier naku okwenzakele nihlangene nge-18 wena bese nge-19 kulaye ukuthi uye wayokhuluma ukuthi kwenzakeleni bese ke ngazo i-19 kula uye waya ePhukeng ubekade ehlangene nawe ePhukeng leya nge-21 eyokuthi ufike yena waxolisa kuwe wathi usebenzisane naye wathi uzokunika imali elingana no 3 million yena uthi akanayo wayekade engenayo ngaleso sikhathi ne-unit asebenza kuyo yayikade ingenayo leyo mali nangokho mhlawumbe asithi yayikhona leyo mali tasikho isizathu esingayenza ukuthi yena kuyiphoyisa eliphethe angakhipha imali athi ithi nginike nangu umuntu uthi ufuna ukuze lo muntu lona aze asitshele iqiniso uthi asikho isizathu esingayenza ukuthi akhiphe imali anike umsolwa lo msolwa loyo yena ngokwakhe wayekade ethe ufuna ukukhuluma akasibona isizathu futhi nge-21 akazange enhloko ahlangane nawe uthi lawo amanga alihlaza kudala ezwa abantu bekhuluma izinto ezihlukile kodwa le eyanamuhla uthi uyayiqala impica badala akaze.
The confession that he made on the 19th, the accused that are before court were already implicated. There's nothing that he left out. On the morning confession, although I got it a day or 2 days later, but he implicated everyone, my lord. So this assertion that I would have made a proposal with him, he implicated the role each and every person played if one looks into that confession, my lord. It's self-explanatory. You don't have to ask anything. You simply have to follow and collaborate what is contained there, my lord.
Futhi kulesiya statement lesiphecelezi i-confession wena Ntanzi usho yonke lo ingxenye yakhe lo indima yakhe wenze bekungena sizathu ebesingayenza ubrigadier ukuthi agcine seyukuthi ukhipha imali engako noma umkomelo ongako ukuthi ukhulume ngoba yena bekwamele nje alandele zonke lezi zinto ukuthi usuzishiya.
And it's an unlawful act, my lord, that I will not embark on. The matter that I was seized with when it was sorry counsel to interject. This matter, when it was given to me, my lord, it was given to me as a case to investigate. No special treatment or interest I have, as the deceased in this matter is not known to me. The accused before court are not known to me. The witnesses or all the people who were in the house are not known to me. None of the people involved in this matter, my lord, have personal relations with me or unknown to me. It was just a matter that was assigned to me, which could have been assigned to anyone. And I investigated that matter on those basis, my lord, nothing more.
Futhi bekuyinto engekho emthethweni ukuthi angayenza ubrigadier athi nawo umkomelo ngoba unikwe leli cala yena ayikho into ekuthi bekwamele ayenze ngaphandle kokuthi aphenye, ngoba abantu laba umufi wayekade engamazi, futhi nalabantu abekade belaphaya kulesi sigameko wayekade engabazi. Nani bamangalelwa uthi wayekade enganazi. Leli cala icala ekuthi walinikwa yena ukuthi aliphenye, icala ebelinganikwa unoma ubani, yena wayekade engeke ayenze leyo nto yokuthi anike umuntu imali.
Now, the question is, which date did you meet Mr. Mchiako in the presence of accused number 2?
The 23rd, my lord. I think I indicated this. The 23rd of June, the day before the confession was made of the 24th.
Hlangene nini nomnumzana uMjiyakho ummeli lo bekade enomangalelwa wesibini uthi sahlangana nge-23 ilanga ngaphambi kokuthi kwenziwe lo kuyakugonini.
All right. So the 24th is the day, the following day, he made the alleged second confession before the magistrate.
Yes, that's the day he made a confession to the magistrate, my lord.
Bese ke i-24 ilanga la umangalelwa wesibini uye wayoyenza le confession futhi ku eyesibini kumanje.
There's something that you said, I think it's yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, when you said you did not know how accused number 2 communicated with Mr. Mchiako, but you met Mr. Mchiako at a police station.
Yeah, my lord, what I recall, the question was put to me if I saw some letter or appointment letter, but instructions basically that were given to Mr. Mchiako, and my answer was no. The first time I met him was after I received a call that there is a legal representative who wants to consult with accused 2. I've explained that, my lord. Then I went there. That was the first time I came face to face with Mr. Mchiako for the first time in my whole life. And then obviously then he identified himself after accused 2 said this is my attorney. And then I've indicated what happened, my lord, without repeating same.
Bewuchaze ukuthi unokukhulumisana nomangalelwa uma uMjiyakho.
No, I didn't see it, and I don't know how, he would have given the instructions. But it's his constitutional rights, my lord, to be legally represented. There was nothing peculiar about it to have an attorney.
Umbuzo bengibuze ngokuthi waze umangalelwa uxhumene kanjani nommeli. Mina bengingazi nokuthi uxhumene kanjani, kodwa ilungelo lakhe njengomuntu oyikuthi ubekade evalelwe ukuthi axhumane nommeli, angazi ukuthi baxhumene kanjani.
The accused number 2 will deny having instructed Mr. Mchiako, and he deny having signed a confession before a magistrate. The only thing that he can recall after Boksburg on the day of the alleged confession, he was taken to another place next to industrial area in Germiston, where he was assaulted, and that's when he bled. Some blood stains spilled on the document that he signed must have blood stains, not the one that was produced by the magistrate in court.
Sorry, for my understanding, the way you're putting the assertion, you say you're trying to deny that he has instructed Mr. Mchiako, right?
That's correct.
And then you say also you're trying to deny that he signed a confession before a magistrate, meaning the white lady, Ms. Konje, right?
Correct.
And then in Germiston, is that it?
That's correct.
And assaulted.
That's correct.
Now I want to know, when was the assault? For my understanding, because the concatenation of events as you are narrating them, when you say he will deny Deny. He's assaulted on which day?
On the 24th,
On the 24th.
yes,
At about what time?
in the evening.
In the evening. And this is before or after?
It's after
he was
the-
forced to sign that
A confession,
alleged confession.
alleged confession.
Is it before or after? According to it. Okay, fine. All right.
So, my lord, what I know,
Accused number 2 will deny having instructed Mr. Mchiako, will deny that he signed a confession before a magistrate. The only document he signed was a document shown to him in Germiston around industrial area. That's why he was compelled, because he was beaten there, to sign the document.
okay, no, I understand now. So, my lord, no. Let me start with Mr. Njafo. I don't know how the instructions were given, but what I know, on the 23rd, he, accused 2, stood up and said, "This is my attorney," before the introductions by Mr. Njafo. That is the first part. The second part, on the 23rd, on the 24th, when at a later stage I received the confession document, by the way, that did not have blood stains, because I have the original confession document, and it's available, my lord. There are no blood stains.
They say it must have blood stains.
No, it doesn't have, my lord. I can show it to the court, and we dealt with it. I think
No,
in
you
my
can't show it
minutes.
to me. Do you want to see it, Mr.
No,
Gomezulu?
no, my lord.
It's
Okay, fine.
It's available, my lord. It does not have a single stain of blood. That I can put it that far. Now, and in that document, Mr. Mchiako is recorded by the magistrate as the legal representative of accused number 2. Furthermore, my lord, on the first appearance of this matter, I've said this before, Mr. Mchiako is on record in Boksburg Magistrate Court. He further went on record in Pukeng, where accused 2 was recorded. So I don't understand, my lord, why would such a person appear in all these matters more than once, yet there are no instructions from accused 2.
uthi ubrigadir akazwisisi ukuthi usho njani intanzima uthi wena awuzange uthi umji yakho akumele, awuzange uthi umji yakho ummeli wakho, awuzange futhi uxhumane nokuthi umji yakho nangu uye wena makafika ubrigadir umtshele ukuthi umji yakho ummeli wakho. Uthi lokho akakuzwisisi into yokuqala. Futhi nge-22 wena nge-24 wena uthi uye washawa waphoqwa ukuthi usayine ngale eJermiston, wena usayine incwadi ukuthi yayikade ichithelwe igazi. Uyakuphika lokho uthi le anayo yena ayinalo igazi, kodwa inayo isignature yakho. Futhi yena uyasho ukuthi njengoba wena uthi awusayinanga i-confession kumantshi, uthi naleyo akulona iqiniso, ngoba umantshi ubhalile futhi nokuthi umji yakho wayekade ekhona, nayo leyo confession ekumantshi uyisayinile. Uyamangala futhi nokuthi kuza kanjani ukuthi wena mawuthi umji yakho kwakungasummeli wakho, kuza kanjani uma uqala ukuvela la kuleli cala umji yakho wayekhona, kuza kanjani ephukeni umji yakho wayekade ekhona.
My lord, I also wanted to add that that confession, in my recollection, by the magistrate was concluded, I think, around 1700 hours, but definitely before 1600 hours. So it was concluded that that is the end time.
On which date, sir?
On the 24th of June 2020, my lord.
24th June, okay.
Yes. So there was no activities of a confession by the magistrate or that was concluded in the evening. That is not true. I mean, and the document is available, which we disclose to the defense. But I want to go back, my lord, to something that I've said earlier, that really I don't see a reason why a presiding officer, why the magistrate who took this confession will participate in these illegal activities of giving a confession, because it's a crime to police officers to go and assault somebody when she documented something and put a signature. I can't find a reason. It's shocking for me, my lord, to say even to try and comprehend that you can involve yourself in such, my lord. It simply doesn't make sense, my lord. And
uye wathatha incwadi le ekuthi wayekade eyibhalile ngalesikhathi nize nikhuluma isizathu ukuthi kungahle kube yini umanje angayenza into enjalo umuntu osebenza ngomthetho uthi akayikholwa leyo ukuthi kungaba iqiniso ngoba leya confession iyenzwe emini icedwe ngabo 5 ayikho indaba yokuthi iqedwe ebusuku noma isayinwe ebusuku.
My Lord, I have few questions, but I request that we take a short.
Short adjournment.
Yes.
What's your time, Mr. Malone?
It's 11, my lord.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Mr. President.